Okay, now let us look on the Lauren Smith Fields case, right? And we're talking about the young lady that went on a Bumble date with a Matthew LaFontaine. Now, with this case, it will show you why you need to seek the face of the Most High, why you should stay prayed up, and why you should always try to walk in the grace and favor of the Most High, right? And parents and elders need to teach their young people not to be too quick to invite individuals into their personal space too quick after meeting them, right? You don't meet someone and a few days later that person is in your home. It just don't work like that, right? Now let us get into this case because here is another good piece of evidence to show you the demonic satanic police force in full operation in the United States of America. Now, design engineer 37, whose Bumble date 23 died in her blood-stained bed next to him after a night of drinking. Her family sued cops for mishandling investigation and not pursuing the man because what? He's white. So again, another good piece of evidence to show you how the satanic demonic police force in the United States of America, how they operate, right? So from you are white and you should be a suspect in the death of a black person, it doesn't matter. Complexion protection. Let's get into this. The older white man who said he found his 23-year-old Bumble date dead on her blood-stained sheet after a night of drinking has been revealed as a 37-year-old design engineer who she knew for 3 days. The family of Lauren Smith Fields are now suing police and calling for an independent investigation into her death. She died on December 12 at her apartment in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where she and Matthew LaFontaine had spent the night drinking. Okay? Let us get into what her brother says. Her brother, Lakeem Jetta, says that a large blood stain was found on her bed, and he claimed that several other pieces of key evidence, including a used condom, lubricant, and an identified pill, were ignored by cops. Right? So, these people, this is something else. I'm telling you, you gotta stay prayed up. You got to stay prayed up because when it comes on to the police force in America, we got evidence against the demonic, satanic, wicked police force. They're not there to represent people's best interests. They're only there to protect white people, Caucasian people. That's all the police force in America is there for. Now, let us get into this. They says that weeks from her death, the medical examiner finally revealed that her cause of death was a overdose of a cocktail of drugs including fentanyl, prescription medication, and alcohol. Now, the question is this. How did this drug get into her system? But the family is already accusing the police of mishandling the case, right? No, people, understand, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. Wickedness in high places, you can go check out this case for yourself and understand what it is. Another good example of how the satanic demonic police force in America, how it operates. It shows you that the police force in America, the satanic demonic police force in the United States of America, is there to protect white people's best interests, and they couldn't care less what happened to black people when they passed away. And it should be a good example for black people to use to stay in prayer, for black people to understand that they are in a spiritual war, for them to understand that they need to seek the face of the Most High. Because a person like Matthew LaFontaine, he should be getting sleep paralysis demons visiting him every night, terrorizing him, right? But again, we won't pray, we won't teach our children to use discernment. right? So these things will continue to happen time and time and time after again. And individuals like Matthew will just go on holiday, enjoy his life, and continue on. The Most High is there to fight your battles, right? An entity should be visiting Matthew and his entire bloodline. But there you have it. We will not learn. Or should I say, Black Americans will not learn. We need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.